Now, this last week I just turned 28 years old, and though I'm nearing the end of my 20s, I know I've learned a lot, but I also know that I've got so much more to learn as well. But the second I start overthinking, wondering where I'm going to be at when I'm 35, 40, 45 years old, I become like some sort of deer in the headlights, and I freeze up and I stress out. So lately I've been trying to focus on what I actually have control over, the present. I found that when I set out with minor short-term goals, I become much more effective opposed to trying to hit these momentous milestones that tower over me like a crashing wave. When I materialize those little goals, it's like a snowball effect. I eat that elephant one bit at a time, and all of a sudden those small goals start to accumulate quick. And before I know it, I've gained this momentum that I could have never even planned on gaining. Hey, real quick though, before we move on, just got this new fit from Wings of Liberty. Shout out to Dan. Hey, but I'm really feeling it though. What do you guys rate it? 1 to 10. Let me know what you think of the drip down in the comments below. Now, I love fashion, of course. You guys know this. But one thing that I wish I would have done better back in my early 20s was save money on clothes. I used to spend so much money on clothes growing up. It was ridiculous. And it wasn't actually till I was about 25, 26 when I started figuring out little tricks and little hacks that I could do to save money. One of them being ShopTagger. And I've been using it ever since then. And ShopTagger is today's sponsor. And for those of you that don't know, ShopTagger is a great tool that actually allows you to save money on your favorite clothing items. And they'll actually alert you when an item goes on sale or comes back in stock. And when ShopTagger finds an exclusive deal for you, they will either notify you through email or mobile push, or you can get push notifications right on your phone by downloading their app. And check this out, you can even create wish lists just to keep everything organized and view coupon codes upon checkout so you don't have to search the entire web for them. And in addition to that, ShopTagger just got through releasing a cashback feature, which is pretty sweet too. And yes, ShopTagger is totally free, so be sure to go ahead and click the link down below to go ahead and download the ShopTagger button right now. All right, so you guys are probably wondering where we're headed right now. I don't even know where we're headed right now, to be honest with you. But hey, Dan from Wings of Liberty sent me out this fit right here. You got that on camera? You can get that? Yeah. And so in return, I'm gonna kind of go ahead and do a little photo shoot for him for his Instagram. And right now we're actually looking for a cool desert vibe location, which shouldn't be too hard because I practically live in the desert. Photo shoot is done. We're about to head home, get a bite to eat. While I was out here, just real quick, kind of got me thinking. It's miserably hot out here. I'm sweating like a mad dog. We're both super thirsty, super hungry. We have every reason to complain right now. But if you really think about it, we also have every reason to feel blessed as well. See, it's crazy these days, man. Like, everybody on social media wants you to believe that they're just having a grand old time. Every ad makes you believe that in order to have a good, rich, healthy lifestyle, that you need to have a better car, a bigger house, a prettier girlfriend, a more luxurious lifestyle. In other words, the world just tells you that in order to be joyful and have a good life, that you need to just have more, right? When really, man, like, joy isn't found in possessions. It's found in presence, being here, being in the right now. Like I said, I can sit here and complain all day long right now about what I don't have, and I can just make myself be miserable. Or I can go ahead and thank God for this day I've been given, this day that I haven't even been promised. I can thank Him for this beautiful day that I get to spend with my beautiful wife, who's graciously filming. Sweating. Yeah, sweating and helping us film this video on her day off. And on top of that, we get to go back home right now, get a nice meal in while I edit this video. So, hey, life's good. Now, one thing I've had to learn the hard way is to become a little less wrong every single day. And what I mean by that is this. It's so easy for, especially us men, to go to school, finish college, become our own man, and think we know everything, like we got it all figured out. And you see this especially in older men who are, in their 50s and 60s, right? They're just so stuck in their ways. And they think because that they've put in more years and that they've lived longer, that they're automatically just, that they're automatically more wise and more smart than everybody else. And though I do believe that with age comes wisdom, 100%, I don't think those two, I don't think age necessarily always accumulates to wisdom, because I have friends, I have friends who are in their early 20s, right? Who are more wise and more responsible than some of the 50 and 60-year-olds that I know, right? And honestly, this is something I have to be very careful of myself, every single day. I love to watch personal development videos. I love to watch, and I like to read self-development books, all that, whole 9 yards. And sometimes, and I have to catch myself, sometimes when I do this consistently, I like to think, I like to think to myself like I'm some kind of wise sage of some sort or something, and I kind of put myself on this pedestal like I know more than everybody else, and that's just a dangerous territory to play in. Because the thing about thinking you're right and thinking that you know everything is that you now leave yourself, you close yourself off. You have no more room to grow. If you're right, that's it, end of story. You have no more room to grow. There's no more level to jump to, right? And so lately I've been just trying to focus on, instead of being right, focus on just being a little less wrong every single day. That way I can continue to stay open. I can continue to stay open-minded, and I can learn, I can develop constantly, because as men, I think that's our duty. As men, I think it's our duty to constantly grow, develop, blossom, no matter what age you are. My goal is to be better than the man I was yesterday until my last day on this earth, until my last breath. I think God has called us all to a higher standard every single day. And if you're not growing, in my opinion, if you ain't growing, you're regressing, you're falling back, you're dying, right? And so to conclude this whole video, be a student of life. Honestly, this is what's going to keep you young. This is what's going to keep you youthful. We always talk about how the young can learn from the old, which is, I totally agree 100%. But I also believe that the old can learn from the young as well, right? I think we can all kind of learn from each other. And that's what's going to catapult our lives to that next level, man, is just consistently being in a learning mindset, right? And I think ultimately that's how we're going to keep this world going around. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you got a little something from it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and be sure to hit that notifications button to be informed when I drop new content. And I'll see you very soon. My name is Drexler. Shaka bra.